How's it going, everyone? This video is going to be about opening brackets, and we will look at three cases. One case where we just have one set of brackets and a factor in front. Another case where we have two sets of brackets, each with two terms. And a third case where we have two brackets, each with many terms. So let's get straight into it. So we have one factor in front of one set of brackets. So how do we open these brackets? How do we expand? Well, the fact that we're multiplying this factor by the set of brackets, by definition, it means we're adding that set of brackets a certain number of times. And the brackets means we treat what's inside as if it's one single number. So what does this mean? We have b plus c plus b plus c plus b plus c, and so on, right? So we're adding many of these pairs of b plus c. Now, how many of them do we have? Well, we have a of them, right? That's what a times b plus c means. Now we can rearrange this string of addition and have all of the b's first and then all of the c's, right? So because we have a of these pairs, that means we have a b's and a c's. So there's all of our b's. We have a of them, and there's all of our c's. We have a of them as well. Now, by the definition of multiplication, b added a times means a times b, and c added a times is a times c. So, what do we have in summary? We have that a multiplied by b plus c in brackets equals a times b plus a times c. In other words, we're just multiplying a by each of the terms in the brackets. Now, we're going to use that to look at our second result. So now let's consider two brackets where we have a plus b multiplied by c plus d. Well, the brackets means we treat the whole set as if it's one object, right? So whatever a plus b is, we're multiplying it by c plus d, which means we're adding c plus d a certain number of times. How many times? A plus b times, right? So we have, just like in our above case, a plus b multiplied by c and a plus b multiplied by d. So we have a plus b times c plus a plus b times d, right? We're using the rule from above. Now we're going to use the rule from above again, and I'll write it in a more familiar way to us, again, because you can multiply in any order. Okay, so now we just follow that same rule again, opening the brackets with one factor in front. So we have CA plus CB plus DA plus DB. So, in conclusion, what's the result? A plus B times C plus D equals, well, the result is as if we were to multiply every term in the first bracket by every term in the second bracket, right? So we have AC plus AD plus BC plus BD, right? AC, AD, BC, BD. So that's two brackets with two terms in each of them. And then finally, we have the very last case, where we have many terms in each bracket, A1 plus A2 plus A3, and so on. And then B1 plus B2 plus B3, and so on. Well, we follow the exact same rules. We have this first set of brackets treated as one item, which is multiplying every one of the terms in the second set of brackets. So we have B1 times A1 plus A2 plus the rest of them, plus B2 times A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus the rest of them, plus B3 times A1 plus A2 plus the rest of them, and so on with B4, B5. And with each of these, we open each of these brackets as we have covered. So we have B1A1 plus B1A2 plus B1A3, and so on. B1 multiplied by each of the A's. And then we have plus B2A1 plus B2A2 plus B2A3, and so on, multiplying B2 by all of the A's, plus B3A1 plus B3A2 plus B3A3, and so on, with B3 multiplying all of the A's. And then we'll have B4 multiplying all of the A's, B5 multiplying all of the A's, and so on. And what we get is, again, just every combination where we have every term in the first bracket multiplying every term in the next bracket. And that's how you multiply brackets. For example, let's say we have 3x plus y minus 2x squared multiplied by 2x minus 5 plus 3x squared minus y. Right? How would we expand this? Well, the 3x multiplies every term in the other bracket. So we have 6x squared minus 15x plus 9x cubed minus 3xy. Then the positive y multiplies every term in the next set of brackets. So we have plus 2xy minus 5y plus 3x squared y minus y squared. And then finally, the negative 2x squared multiplies every term in that second set of brackets. So we have minus 4x cubed plus 10x squared minus 6x to the power of 4 plus 2x squared y. Now that we've expanded, we collect like terms. So what x squareds do we have? There's 6x squared, and 10x squared. So we have 16x squared. Okay, how many terms do we have with just x? We have negative 15x, and it looks like that's it. So minus 15x. What do we have with x cubed? We have 9x cubed and minus 4x cubed. So that is going to be plus 5x cubed. What do we have with xy? We have minus 3xy plus 2xy, and looks like that's it. So we just have minus 1 xy. Now what do we have with just y? Well, there's the minus 5y, and that's it, right? So minus 5y. Okay, then what do we have with x squared y? We have 3x squared y plus 2x squared y. So that's total 5x squared y. And then we just have a minus y squared and a minus 6x to the power of 4. And that is how we would open these brackets, expanding, and then collecting like terms to simplify. So I hope that clears things up, and until next time, enjoy.